The probe into the sandalwood drug racket in Karnataka's film industry is only escalating, with more actors from the Kannada film industry, also called Sandalwood, and the family of politicians now squarely under the lens. It has truly escalated and become even bigger now. The Bengaluru Central Crime Branch has now summoned two more actors and the son of a former Congress MLA in connection with this drug racket investigation. The crime branch has summoned Akul Balaji, actor and host Santosh Kumar, actor and Kannada Bigg Boss participant, and Yuvraj, the son of former Congress MLA R.V. Devraj. All three, that is the two additional actors and the son of a Congress MLA, have been summoned to present themselves tomorrow, that is Saturday at 10 a.m. Well, this as the actors Ragini and Sanjana remain jailed in the case. Two more actors, Diganta and Aindrita, were also summoned earlier by the Central Crime Branch. So that makes it a total of 6 actors from the Kannada film industry who have either been put in jail, been questioned, or have been summoned now for questioning. And we also have now a Congress MLA's son, former Congress MLA's son, who has also been summoned. The son of a former minister is currently still absconding. We'll talk about that in a minute. Nolan Pinto live with me from Bengaluru. Nolan, two more actors, the son of a former Congress MLA, all been summoned now. When are they going to be questioned? What is the police saying about what they suspect about these three?
Well, Shiv, now these 3 individuals have been actually asked to appear before the Central Crime Branch or the CCB sleuths tomorrow by 11 o'clock. Now, what we're told is that this is in the same case that has been booked at the Cottonpet police station. While they were investigating the actors, the drug peddlers, and the rest of them, these 3 names also came up over there. Now, Shiv, we must remember that the police over here, that is the CCB sleuths, are depending a lot on digital evidence. Now, when you're talking about that, you're talking about call records, you're talking about WhatsApp messages, you're talking about SMS messages. So their names most probably could have come out over there. Because it's not just actors. 6 actors is what we are now talking about. But there are also drug peddlers. There are also businessmen. So the police are trying to figure out the links between the actors, the businessmen, the drug peddlers, and the party organizers, the big party organizers.
Yeah.
So this is what they are being called for tomorrow, Shiv.
Okay, that's what they're being called for tomorrow. Remember, here on India Today, as we report these proceedings, we will not establish anyone's guilt. That is for the investigative agencies and courts to do. We will only report on the investigation and the proceedings. Nolan, thank you very much for that. The character chart in the Sandalwood drug scandal obviously gets bigger now because more people have been added to the investigation. Since you're tracking the story with us very closely, it is my duty to keep you abreast of this swelling character chart and all the people who are involved. So let me do that for you. This is the Sandalwood drug scandal. Here is the first rung of people who were actually arrested by the police, the Central Crime Branch. There's Pratik Shetty, who is an arrested drug peddler. There is Laum Samba, who is an African drug peddler. Prashant Ranka, Vaibhav Jain, who has been arrested, as well as Ravi Shankar, who is we don't have a picture of him, but he is a regional transport office clerk by profession, but is suspected to have worked as a drug peddler. He's also been arrested. According to police sources, there are 5 peddlers, these guys, who supplied drugs to 3 party organizers, and that is the next rung. There is Viren Khanna, who is a party organizer. There is Aditya Agarwal, also a party organizer. And there is Aditya Alva, who is the son of a former minister in the Karnataka administration who passed away a long time ago. Aditya Alva today happens to be 2 weeks since this young man has been absconding. He has been called for questioning, but he is mysteriously nowhere to be found. Let's now go to the celebrity level of this entire case. There is Ragini Dwivedi, who was one of the first persons to be arrested. There is Sanjana Galrani. Both of them are in judicial custody. There is Diganta and Aindrita. They are an actor couple. They have been questioned once. They have not been arrested. Then there is D. Anika. There are 2 other people who are apparently linked to the case and are close to the aid of TV actor D. Anika. M. Anoop and R. Ravindran is their name. And now, like I just told you at the beginning of this segment, 2 more actors, that is Atul Balaji and Santosh Kumar, have also been called for questioning tomorrow, in addition to Yuvraj, who is an ex-Congress MLA's son. So they have been these 3 guys have been summoned to appear before the Central Crime Branch tomorrow. Now let me tell you about Kannada actor Sanjana Galrani's judicial custody. The hearing has been postponed to tomorrow. She was the second actor to have been arrested. Well, this comes as the Karnataka police has intensified its investigation into this entire drug scandal. After Sanjana's police custody ended on September the 16th, she was then sent to 2 days judicial custody, which ends today, mind you. India Today, meanwhile, has accessed details of the Karnataka police raid on Sanjana's residence in Bengaluru on September the 8th. During the raids, the police had recovered several mobile phones, a hard disk, a laptop and a power bank, all of which have been taken away by the police. The crime branch later questioned Sanjana on the digital devices recovered from her residence. The police said that the actor didn't use a SIM card on a few phones, but was using a Wi-Fi connection to operate them. After Ragini and Sanjana, star couple Diganta and Aindrita were being investigated as well. They are currently under investigation. Their gadgets have also been seized by the crime branch. Meanwhile, 2 more peddlers have been arrested by the Bengaluru police. More than 10 persons have been arrested so far in connection with the sandalwood drug racket and investigation. And now I come to a person, a prominent person you saw on that character chart named Aditya Alva. He's a young entrepreneur who lives in Bengaluru. He's the owner of the House of Life, which is a party venue in Bengaluru's Hebbal, where many of the parties allegedly took place. He's been absconding for 2 weeks now. Today happens to be 2 weeks since he has been absconding. The sandalwood drug scandal is not just limited to actors and celebrities. Allegations have also been made against netas, their aides and their children. At the center of it now is Yuvraj, the son of a former Congress MLA who's been summoned tomorrow. But Aditya Alva, who is the son of a former minister who passed away in 2001, is nowhere to be found. He's accused number 6 in the sandalwood drug case, but he's been missing since the 4th of September. He's the son of former minister, the late Jivraj Alva, and happens to be the brother-in-law of Bollywood actor Vivek Oberoi. Aditya Alva's house near Hebbal in Bengaluru, called the House of Life, a high-profile party venue, was raided last week. This after the arrest of top stars Ragini and Sanjana Galrani. The question is, why is Aditya Alva absconding? And why is he being given such a long rope by the Bengaluru police? Do they want us to believe that they can't bring someone in after 2 weeks have passed? Incredible. So basically what you have now is a picture where 6 different actors are under the scanner. 2 persons with some vicarious connection with the political landscape have also been called in for questioning. One of them happens to be the son of a former minister. He's absconding for 2 weeks. One of them is the son of a former Congress MLA, and he's been summoned to present himself tomorrow. I want to bring in an actor from the Kannada film industry. Shruti Nandish is with me. She's been watching everything that's been happening over the last few weeks. Shruti, welcome. Thanks for speaking to India Today. I know this is a troubling time for the industry. There is this very serious investigation that's going on. In many ways, the face of this entire scandal has become, you know, these actors involved. 2 more actors have been summoned tomorrow as well. As a member of the industry, what is your view of this entire scandal?
Hi. Thanks for especially inviting me for this discussion, first of all. And yeah, it's quite a sad part that only the sandalwood industry is targeted or, summoned, or the kind of people who are summoned at this point of time are predominantly from sandalwood industry. But yeah, the drug scandal is there everywhere, right? All over the places. I mean, all over the metro cities, and various, politically influential people and high, what can I say?
Yeah.
Those who have the money to really procure these items. So all of them are probably somewhere connected, and it has been available from the last 20 odd years. And now we are, shedding light into this matter, which is good. First thing, it is really good that we are shedding light into this matter and looking into it and assessing it in a serious manner, so that, it creates an awareness amongst the young minds, and as well as those who think it is easy to get away with it. It is good that way, but the sad part is, the general public thinking only the industry people or the movie industry people, be it Bollywood or Sandalwood, are the only ones to do this. That is wrong. It is prevalent in a lot of other places too. That is my opinion.
Very interesting, Shruti, because, like you rightly pointed out, and I have also said this here on my show, that, somehow the face of this entire story has become Ragini Dwivedi and Sanjana Galrani. Then you had Aindrita and Diganta who were questioned. Now you've got, two more actors who've been summoned to appear tomorrow. While these are celebrity faces, they are well known, they've become the face of it. Do you believe that Sandalwood is in some ways the soft target? They are being made a scapegoat, whereas the people responsible may be much higher powers?
Absolutely. You said it right? I mean, there are a lot of people who are connected in the political field who are into it, and, they are not questioned, they're not even targeted. But why only Sandalwood people? I mean, I'm not saying they shouldn't be. If they have consumed it and if they have circulated it and distributed it, yes, they should be punished. But why only them? Is that only 2 or 3 people into this? There are hundreds of them. So I think everyone should be out there in the open and they should be punished. So that is my opinion on it. I wouldn't say not to target Sandalwood industry, but not to target them alone is what I feel.
What is the sentiment within the industry, Shruti? You're a young actor. You belong to the industry as well. Is there a sense of nervousness? Are people worried that, any actor will be picked up next? If you attended a party, you become vulnerable, you may be questioned next. And, in this whole attempt to try to kind of clean up, many people might be wrongly targeted. Is there some nervousness within your industry?
Fairly. I mean, partially, I would say, if you have attended parties where these, those who are targeted, let's say, who are now under custody, Ragini Dwivedi or Sanjana Galrani, if you have attended parties alongside with them, or you are present in a party where they were also a part of it, then of course you have that fear that you may be also questioned and asked about why you were there and what was happening, and did you also consume drugs? These are the questions that will be posed to you as well. So that is there. That is definitely, that scare is also there, and it's going to it is just tarnishing the name of the industry for sure. But let me tell you one thing, I have attended several parties where the celebrities were there, but I have not seen this happen. So I don't know where this is coming from. It's I don't know, the media or the CCB department or whoever who is pointing fingers only on Sandalwood industry is not right, because it is not so much omni-existent there.
Okay, the investigation is, one last question, Shruti. This investigation has been on only for like a couple of weeks now. Do you believe it will be a fair investigation? Because as you and I can both agree, it is a serious issue. And if something wrong has been done, people should be punished.
Yes.
But do you have faith that it will be a fair investigation and that the real people responsible will be punished?
I don't think so. Because as you can see, it's only the, popular faces that are coming out. How are the unpopular ones? How about the ones who have done it more than these, right? I mean, there are so many people who could have done it a lot more. I mean, it's not that I know them, but I've heard, got information from the second sources, I would say.
Shruti Nandish, thank you very much for speaking to us. It's a rare occasion when we get an inside voice from within the film industry, and you say there is a sense of nervousness about people being picked up and the wide sweep of this investigation perhaps tarnishing or targeting people who may have a very vicarious connection with these parties. We'll have to see how it plays out. The government, who we have questioned, have always said, Shruti, that they will go after the people really concerned. We have to have faith in the process, but we will continue to ask the questions, and we will have voices like yours on board. Shruti, many thanks for giving us your time.
That's right.
Many thanks.
Thank you. I hope it really works out that way. Thank you so much.
I hope so too. Thank you, Shruti. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.